Okay, everybody. Hello and welcome back to Hashinshin's Food Charade. We are gonna review Chipotle because apparently you guys are willing to pay for my food so long as I review it, which I guess that works out. But you know, we're not trying to make the Shinshin variety channel into a food review channel. Once again, that is not the purpose. So let's try to remember that when you guys are asking for content. It is not a food review channel. It is just a channel that happens to remove food or review food. Okay. So I got Chipotle. Now, for those of you who don't know, Chipotle does like burritos, big burritos, and they do chips, and I think they make their own chips, but I'm not. I think they make their own chips because they like put it in like a chip bag, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure they make their own chips, and then they do. I got queso blanco. I don't know if I'm doing that wrong. It's like a cheese dip, like a seasoned cheese dip. Yeah. Um. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. I'll get to my burrito in a second, but for now, they got yeah. I got a bag of chips, some queso dip, and that's pretty good. I didn't used to get this, but I needed to get $15 because again, you get free delivery if you get to $15, right? So, you know, there's no point in not just nudging it up that little bit because you're either gonna pay $4 delivery or you're gonna pay $4 for chips and dip. So why not just get the chips and dip? So, uh, Chipotle's been around for a while. I don't know if do other people get Chipotle. I don't know. But I don't know if other countries get Chipotle, but it's like I think it's an American thing, and they were owned by McDonald's for a little bit. They're not actually owned by McDonald's anymore. I didn't know that, and a lot of people don't seem to know that. So a lot of people seem to get the misinterpretation that they're like McDonald's like healthy branch. They're not the healthy branch of McDonald's. They're not even owned by McDonald's anymore. The other thing a lot of people think is that Chipotle is owned or not owned, like poorly maintained because they had some health crises a bit ago. Um, like a bunch of they had like some bad restaurants and stuff, but um, I looked into it the other day, and despite it kind of being a craze, they kind of kept getting a bad reputation. And yeah, they had some bad things happening from it, but realistically, it was just kind of a few isolated Chipotle's were, kind of not preparing their food so perfectly, and they were kind of tainting the whole brand. And so they kind of cracked down a lot, and they started doing a lot better. So those are the two myths about Chipotle. At first I get into Chipotle, man, it was back like 2006, maybe 2000, somewhere around, probably 2006. And the reason was that um, it kind of was like the high class Taco Bell, if you even want. It was kind of like you got a lot of food. You'd get like a $9, $10 burrito, and you'd get a lot of food out of it, right? Because even though, even though you would get like, let's say you got Burger King or something like that, right? For $10, you could just like pop out a bunch of double stacks or something like that, right? But um, for Chipotle, you could get a decent high-end burrito, and these burritos are thick. I mean, I'll show you them in a second. These are thick burritos, full of food. They're not, when you look at some of these other places like McDonald's or something. I mean, they got you can get cheap double cheeseburgers, but the patties aren't like I'm not saying there's anything wrong with McDonald's, but the patties aren't like super thick, right? And especially when you look at I don't know, like the buns are kind of like fluffed out, and the fries are kind of good, but they're not, And anyway, when you compare that to Chipotle burritos they're just big beefy boys, okay? They're thick, they're filling, okay? Especially beans. Beans are a very filling food. That's why canned beans. You ever look at like a survival shelter? They always have like just stacks and stacks of canned beans. It's because beans are actually pretty good in protein and calories, and for their size, they do really good, right? So this is just like a queso blanco dip. It's like a cheese dip. They put some vegetables in it, give it some like a little bit of flavor, but I don't know. It's just a really good dip. So works out pretty well. Mm. They got good chips too. The chips are pretty good. As for the tortilla chips, yeah. So that works out pretty good, I find. Uh, oh, woke up. Mm. Well, okay, I can munch on the chips the whole time, but let me show you the burrito. Especially because I hyped it up. I hyped up the burrito pretty hard. So, it's like gold wrapper. Normally it's silver. Okay. Sure. Okay, so I've got a gold wrapper. I don't know why they're doing gold. Is that like a thing? I don't know if that's a thing. But so here, you can see, this is like, again, let's use the Coke bottle example here. This is like a big beefy boy, okay? This is like a beefy boy burrito. So that's packed. So it's filling. It's very filling, and you can get your burrito, steak, chicken, two kinds of beans, pinto and black beans, I think. Corn. Oh, I forgot to get corn in it. Oh, I feel like corn adds such a flavor. You don't need that much corn, but a little bit. It adds a certain something, I find. So, so I'm just sort of chewing because it's a thick burrito. Okay, it's thick. I'm really sure what else to say. Yeah. So, I guess that's Chipotle. You can do like bowls. I think some people prefer bowls. Or I don't really know what's in a bowl. I'll be straight honest with you. I don't really know what's in a bowl. I think it's the ingredients without like the burrito. I think that'd be weird. Just like rice and beans and stuff. Would you like eat it with a spoon? I don't know. But like you get it in a bowl. That's why it's called a bowl, right? And yeah. So that's Chipotle. It's pretty good. Got a little bit of bad reputation a couple years back about being a unsanitary area. They're not. They're not. Couple isolated incidents, pretty overblown. They're not owned by McDonald's either. Okay, they're pretty good. They're very filling. Pretty good, high quality. Let's call it mid to high quality. This isn't like sit down restaurant quality super food. Okay, this isn't them, personally preparing you their meat that they have gone out and farmed this morning. Okay, but it's pretty good, pretty high quality. It's a cut above what you could maybe get from, a McDonald's. It's even a cut above Wendy's, obviously. I mean, you're getting a $10 burrito. You're gonna get $10 burrito worth. That's one thing that I definitely feel. It's worth the price. It's not overpriced. It's worth the price. $10 burrito, very filling, thick, meaty boy burrito, and it's just good. It's good. Okay, so. That's pretty much my review. It would take me forever to eat through all these chips and burritos. So, yeah, I mean, again, you can see that's a thing. That is stuffed. That is a stuffed big, 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 big burrito. Okay. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching. We're gonna do some new non-food review content though. Okay, we're not only doing food reviews here, even though apparently you guys like when I review food. I'm not really sure why. I kind of just bullshit and talk for like 10 minutes. I don't really get it, but okay. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Love you, everybody. Thank you. Have a great day. If it's not a day, have a great morning. Have a great rest of your time. So thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.